I have a plan.
What sort of plan?
A plan that cannot possibly fail.
Would this brilliant plan involve us climbing out of our trenches and walking very slowly towards the enemy, sir?
How could you possibly know that, Blackadder? It's classified information.
It's the same plan that we used last time, and the 17 times before that.
Who are the 17%? Who are they? Who the hell are the 17%? Anybody in here from 17%? Don't raise your hand, it may be dangerous.
Cathay Gazette takes up the cudgels in the fight to end queuing. While the ministries of Food, Labour and Transport promise action against queues, there arises a woman champion for the housewife, Mrs. Lovelock of Selhurst, a London vicar's wife and originator of the anti-queue movement now sweeping the country.
Here are the world's food headlines. Grain crops in Australasia crippled by drought. Storms clamp down on the whaling season, reducing supply of fats for margarine. European food-producing lands still suffering from war's aftermath. Ministry of Agriculture tells farmers it may be worse than in war.
So I think I might have been in Washington 17 times in my life. 17, 17, and 17, 17, 17, 17. 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17. We had 17 Republicans plus me. 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, planning it for 17 years.
And I felt one morning especially that it was quite time that we British housewives did something about it.
It would be true to say, Mrs. Lovelock, that you have inspired women to rise against this hangover of war.
Yes, and I do believe that a nationwide rising of the housewives would end this terrible curse of queuing.
If you're tired of queuing or haven't the time, Miss Estelle Kelway will queue for you.
And in the East, it's the same terrible story. Rice means life to these people. That is why Britain stands down and says, we will take no rice this year, for we are stronger than the people who live in dread of famine.
Supposed to be a bad thing, or? All of these things going on, and you know what I mean by that. The fake news, the culture of the world, all of the bad things that went on. The world was swamp. And you know what happened? You know what I did? A big favor. I torched the swamp. I brought them all. 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 I brought them all.
Hello and welcome. My name's Charles Foxtrot, and this is the second episode of Join the Queue. As ever, I'm joined tonight with Stu from STU'S News and Patriots Across the Pond, and Stephen, otherwise known as the Maestro. And also in the background we've got Simon twiddling his knobs as usual. A big thank you to him for his hard work. Anyway,
he seems to spend a lot of time doing that, doesn't he?
We're gonna kick things off tonight by trying to make sense of the events since the last show. To say there's been a lot is an understatement, and then we're going to dive deeply into all of the Q stuff. So anyway, welcome guys. I know we are the UK Q show, but one of you's in Holland and the other one's in America.
Oh yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. Where are you then? In Holland or in America?
You're in Holland, sir.
You're in Holland. So, Stephen, I have to start by apologising to you, sir, because we had a comment after the last show to say that I spent some time asking you to give us a bit of your background, telling us, how you've ended up as the Maestro, living in Holland, and then I promptly went on a monotonous monologue about myself and my books and why I wear stupid sunglasses inside. So, please kick things off. Give us a bit of your background, Steve.
Well, thank you very much for introducing me, Charles. My name's Stephen Walker. I live in the Netherlands. I moved from Blackpool in England. I moved to Kerkrade in the Netherlands in 1971. I was 9 years old then. My great passion was music, so I started learning to play the clarinet and the saxophone, and hobbies become a profession, and so I went to conservatories in Maastricht and in Amsterdam, and I studied clarinet and conducting, symphonic wind band conducting, and I've made quite a good name for myself. I've been able to work with brilliant bands, fantastic bands, and also adjudicate wonderful musicians, young musicians, and also teach them. I've been a music teacher since I was 15 practically, and I'm well over 16 now. You wouldn't say so, but when the COVID shit started, I got fired everywhere because I wasn't complying. I didn't comply with the masks, and I didn't comply with the tests, so I didn't get jabbed, and I didn't want my pupils to walk in the direction of the arrows and all this kind of bullshit. And I got fired all over the place, so I didn't have any work anymore. And I'm not going to take any what do you call it, stimulus. Sorry.
Well, compliance. You're not going to get into any of that.
No, but I'm not going to take any money from the government or so. No. I'm fully off the grid, so to speak. And I've got a fantastic group of people that support me, so I can keep the light burning at home. But I'm very grateful for that. But I'm not tied to any kind of what do you call it, benefits or what have you. So I was kicked out of the music world. It really hurt me at that moment. But it's a kind of this is a great awakening, and it's letting go of things and relationships, and
we find ourselves doing things that we never thought we'd do, but hey ho,
there you
go with the flow. Exactly,
absolutely. So I let go of all that, and I closed the book in love and gratitude, and I just put it aside, because music was my first love, and I was really going to think it was going to be my last, but it was taken away from me. I was robbed of my musical profession. So I started like you started last week, Charles. So I'm not. We all have to learn. So we've all gone up through that process. But then I was thinking, what can I do? So I started making short clips and interviewing people, and I've interviewed more than 300 people since, big names as well, as you know. And people, you're at the top of the list here, Charles. You've kicked Ricardo Bossi off the pole position. But, it turned into a kind of way of surviving, really, and it's wonderful to meet people and hear their story and share awareness and helping people in their process of waking up. So it's taken a radical turn. And if you'd have told me 5 years ago I'm doing this, what I'm doing now, and I'm still surviving, but I'm reaching out to people, and when people come up to you and you want to shake your hand and give you a hug and say, well, I've been following you off since 2020, and what you've meant to me is indescribable. I mean, that really gives me shivers, and it really, it makes me feel grateful that I've been able to do this, because I really feel I've been taken by the hand by God. I mean, when you look at my T-shirt, I mean, this was my T-shirt, but the first T-shirt I bought when I was awakened. This is it. There, look. There you go. Earth is flat.
Yeah.
Chemtrails are real. 5G kills. What is Corona's fake. I mean, I would wear that, very proudly, that T-shirt
to trigger people.
To trigger people, of course, without saying a word, you can get them, to start to think. Yeah. And if you'd have told me 5 years ago or 6 years ago I'm doing this and that, what I'm doing now, I'd have said, "You're lunatic." It's
well, you're doing a fantastic job. So hats off to you. And we just go where we go, don't we? So thanks, Stephen. So Stu, you're in America. What are you doing?
I've been over here. I'm actually at Elisa's house. She's sitting opposite me, moderating in the chat, because she's just come round and say hello quickly, right?
We don't believe you. We don't believe you, Stu. We don't believe you. Where's Lisa?
Here she is. Here she is.
There you go. Now we believe you.
How you doing? Good to see you.
Nice to see you guys. Love the show. I really do. I love the first one. So I'm going to be in the chat.
Thank you. Thank you.
You take good care of us.
So, I came over here last Tuesday. I've been here for about 10 days now, and I came over to do the Awakening Summit, which we did over last weekend. Met some absolutely fantastic people. Joe Rossotti, Scott, Lisa Sherman-Horn, Rambo, Dave, Derek Johnson. The list goes on. There was about 25 of us, wasn't there? So we are currently going through all the footage and getting the live stream out to people and the recording, and it was just a fantastic event. Not just to, and it was meeting the people that just came along, because I did say that there's no, even though some people bought some VIP tickets, so they could have a breakfast there and chat with us and stuff. Anyone could do that. We were all mingling together, and that's what it's all about. It's like,
Stu, how would you describe the energy that's there, the vibe? Because these are all awakened people, aren't they?
Well, it was amazing. Basically, put it this way: Elisa and I have been doing our podcast 7 months. I had not met her in person until Tuesday.
Oh wow!
When she picked me up from the airport, and then 3 or 4 days later, we're on stage together hosting a 2-day event. No nerves.
Save the rest for last. Save the rest for later, Tuesday. Save the rest.
And how's Derek Johnson? Was he shouting at you?
He didn't shout at me. He did shout at a few people.
I love him. He's fantastic.
Yeah, but
I understand his frustrations.
I personally had quite a good energy with Derek. We were looking at each other from opposite sides of the room. Yeah,
he's a legend.
Like but Derek is a great lad, and he delivered he sat in the corner writing most of the first day, and then he did an hour and a half presentation, and it was superb. We've all listened to Derek for hours upon hours, going through these military laws and orders, and
he's a walking encyclopedia, isn't he?
He is. He's amazing. But the hour and a half he delivered was start to finish. Amazing, great passion, lovely.
Did you shoot any photos, Stu? Have got any photos?
We've got loads of photos. We had a photographer there, one of Lisa Sherman-Horn's friends, Barry, and she did photos all weekend, so they will all be coming out.
Well, you did. I did see one very briefly, and you got Jan Harper Hayes.
I sat there and had dinner with Jan Halper on the Sunday night. We had meals out on the Friday and Saturday, but on the Sunday we all just mingled in the hotel bar and ate there. And I sat there eating my dinner next to Jan Just
Amazing.
spitting that. It was me, Jan. When I went and sat down next to Jan, she was talking to Rambo, and Rambo's an amazing guy. Everyone there was brilliant, but he was
He's
sort of like
he's
having
big,
a little...
isn't he, Rambo? He's a big guy, isn't he? I think, isn't he? A bit Rambo.
Yeah, he's a bit shorter than me, a bit stockier than me.
Is he really a bit shorter than you? I thought he was a gigantic guy.
Anyway,
a lot of people, just quickly, a lot of people said to me when I got there, because no one knows how high we are, do we? Sitting here on the podcast, a lot of people said to me, "Oh, you're a lot taller than I thought you were," and you know, I'm probably the same height as Derek, really. And but then Brad Olsen turned up, and he towered above everyone. He is a tall man.
Right, Charles, we're going back to you.
So. Well, you know, if we're doing these shows every 2 weeks, too much happens in between. I mean, I don't know about you. I've just ordered a massive bin of popcorn again. I mean, I got sick to death of popcorn years ago, probably. But yeah, but I'm on it again because I think things have, you know, the storm's definitely here. And soon after our last show, I mean, if I get up the first picture, if you can find that, Simon, if you're there. We did have a really good system lined up to show pictures, and I think we've gone manual for now. Next time, Simon's built something fantastic. So anyway, so here we go. Boom, 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 boom. What happened?
Well, Trump said, didn't he? Boom, boom,
he did.
boom.
He did, and
boom.
We've been Yes. Well, it was boom, 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 and then a bit later, boom. And there's quite a few drops with boom, boom, boom in, but I think this is the first time he's done 4 booms, right?
I think so. Yeah. We'll like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is for us. This is, you know, for us who know the drops. This is pretty significant to hear him do that. And then so, I mean, I've just brought up this particular drop 1440. A week to remember. Well, we've certainly had a week plus to remember, and I'm going to go through it all and just give us your comments. Dark to light. Go on.
Can I just say, I'm glad you're going to go through it all, and then I'm going to give you my comments, because while I've been over here and so busy, I haven't been in my usual investigative mode. But I have been keeping my eyes on a lot of it.
Right.
So I should do what I can.
It's been crazy. So certainly it's been a week to remember. Certainly dark to light. I mean, you know, that's exposure. There's a ton of stuff that's gone on in the last week, 10 days, that's all about exposure. Blackout necessary. I think that's, you know, there's some sort of stuff we're not aware of. Obviously, you know, we're going to be aware of 20% of what's going on. 80% is all is all carried out without us knowing. I just want to go on to the next slide, but go on, Steve.
A question. There's incredible lot has happened in the last 2 weeks, like you said, but how much of it has been in the mainstream media?
That's what I'm talking. Yes, that's the blackout, isn't it? I mean, there's so many stories that have cropped up in the last week or so that are phenomenal. Should be in the mainstream news. Of course, they're not. But
because I haven't been watching television for 6 years now, so I can't. You know.
No, but it's on X, isn't it? It's on X or other media. Yeah. You know, we know what's going on, and we get clips. But if you can go on to the next slide. Obviously, we most of us have known that if you invert that slide, we get something looking like a gun. Yeah, and obviously a gun, you know, materialized a bit later on, and it's an odd looking gun, but it's I looked it up actually. It's a Derringer. It's got 2 short barrels, one above the other, long handle. It's like an assassin's gun. It fits in the palm of your hand. So I don't know, but I get the feeling that maybe when Trump went boom, 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 he definitely knew that there was a A Week to Remember coming, but maybe they also suspected something might be happening.
These booms, Charles. When did he say that? That's a while back, though, isn't it?
Oh, it was after.
No. It was only a day or two. It was only a day or two before.
Again, so I missed that because when you said assassination, the first thing that shot through my mind now is who is controlling these assassinations, because they're really very, very sloppy.
Yeah, very Patriots in control.
What'd you say?
It's the White Hats, Patriots in control. It's all a show.
Then my question is, Stu, why did they make it so sloppy? I mean, if they're in control and with the technique that they have nowadays, they could make it really, really professional if they are in control.
Well, it's very interesting that this guy survived, right?
Which guy?
The shooter, or the would-be assassin.
He's alive. It's all a stage. It's all staged.
It may be, but it's going to lead to it's going to lead to indictments. It's going to lead to.
It could be distraction, Charles. It could be distraction. Look there. You don't see what's happening there. I mean, look at the story that they're not telling you. It's all staged. Butler was staged. It's obvious. This is staged. But what are they trying to tell us? Cui bono? Hey, who benefits?
If you look at every single action, it's all about the systematic destruction of the old guard, isn't it? It's all about systematically dismantling the deep state. So I think whatever action, whether it's staged or not, there's if it's a white hat operation, there's a reason for doing it, and I think it's all about exposure. It's dark to light.
Well, you should look at the reactions as well in the 48 hours afterwards. Look at the reactions. Look at how it's been presented to the media, and especially let's not forget, is she called Catherine Levitt or something like it?
Caroline
Levitt. Have you got that clip?
I think that was a slip of the tongue. Not a slip of the tongue.
There's going to be shots fired tonight.
Yeah,
I don't think that's a slip of the tongue at all.
No, I know, but not everything's a psyop. Not everything. Not everything is.
But everything is scripted, Charles. You can't.
A lot of it is. But we're going to disagree on a few things, and we're going to agree on other things.
It's
aren't
good
we? It's all,
to disagree.
However,
Rambo, Dave, and Patrick Gunnels were doing their live from the hotel at the weekend when that happened. It's a great show if anyone wants to go back and watch that. But there's so much there. And look, whether the black hats are doing it or the white hats are doing it, it still has the same ending.
The white hats are letting the black hats do things in a supervised manner.
But, any of those options, it still has the same ending. It's waking people up. It's getting people to look. Don't forget, years ago, the JFK assassination, no one had any eyes on. We didn't have the internet and computers and mobile phones and stuff.
Technology's allowed this to happen now, isn't it?
Charlie Kirk assassination, everyone's picking the bones out of it within minutes. Look at this. Have you seen that? There's a trapdoor there and this. What happened there?
Let's have a look at the next slide. This is interesting. I don't know if you saw this.
I did.
Yeah.
In fact, I was on the stage and I went over and gave my phone to Dave of News Treason with that exact post. Said, "Have you seen this?"
Yeah.
So
I heard a really good explanation that they reckon this Cole Allen did this himself, knowing full well that it might be picked up by, Q followers, and that would then pick up his manifesto. Sometimes we just got to talk as if things are as they seem. Because I know that we can very easily just sort of say, "Oh no, but that didn't happen," or this, But as it seems, this was interesting. It came out. This guy's dead, I presume. Henry Martinez.
All right, let me ask you a question. If Henry Martinez is a pseudonym and Cole Allen did that himself, how did he post that banner picture? Well, number one, that the last image of Trump before he got taken off is pretty much exactly the same as Pepe there, looking to the left. But that's not the big thing about this. That multicoloured banner image above is the picture superimposed almost when you do it of Trump at Butler going fight, fight, fight. And this was posted.
Yeah. I've tried to see that. I can see it. It's a maybe, but yeah, interesting. I mean, all of this is
but
just...
that was posted before Butler. In fact, I think that was posted on October the 28th, 2021, which is a 4-year delta to the first Q drop as well. That image was posted on there.
It was, I mean, I think the argument was that this guy had planned this for years in advance and knew that if he posted a kind of Q-ish post with his name on it, I presume if things happened as they seem, and he would presume that he was going to martyr himself at the end of this, rampage or whatever, then this is a way
you haven't got that
it.
picture available of Trump like that blending in and out.
No, I didn't. But it's easily found. Yeah, I mean, anyway, that's one thing that happened in the last week to 10 days. Let's go on to the next slide, because we were talking about this image, weren't we? And we were saying, it's the Pope, and obviously, Trump's putting himself up there as the healer of the world. And then look at the next image.
Just stay on
wait,
that's
well,
right.
wait a minute. I'm just making a point that within days, he's basically sort of written. I don't know whether it's an executive order or not, but it was basically to allow psychedelics to be used, across the board, and marijuana as well. And there was a drug that is called ibogaine, I believe it is, and it cures it cures opioid addiction with one dose. And this is significant stuff to take away big pharma's control over psychedelics.
Yeah, 100%. Because he had Joe Rogan and all that in the Oval Office with him, didn't he?
Yeah.
And you could see the emotion on Joe Rogan's face, because he said they'd been working to get this done for 10 years, I think, minimum. Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, because Steve, you were talking about who controls, who whether it's I can't remember whether MK Ultra jobs or what have you, but you tend to find that these shooters, they're generally of a transy type persuasion, but they're also pretty much mentally ill, all on SSRIs, aren't they?
Well,
serotonin.
We've had shooters decades long here. It's a way to get rid of the Second Amendment, like we know.
Yeah.
The shootings that we've had, I think since Sandy Hook, they're all staged. I mean, when there's a Q drop that says that the white hats control the media fully. They control it. So the footage that's been revealed to the public about these assassinations, I mean, when you look at it, it's so amateuristic. And the reactions of the people, I have to come back to this, because if you can't see that this is all staged, everything is staged, everything is scripted, even the Oval Office, what you see from the Oval Office, these press conferences, everything is staged. Even the people that are out to talk, they know exactly what the question is going to be, and nothing is left to coincidence or chance.
A bit later on, I'm going to go through some comms, and there's a great one which it basically goes through 5 stages of red lines, and then it's Castle Rock. And Castle Rock is like a marker, which is basically saying, roll the cameras, let's go. Now's the time to make this movie and to make this happen.
Yeah. So 4414, is it? Off the top of my head.
I am not one of those who can recall the numbers. Let
me just say something quickly to what Stephen said. After the Vegas shooting and what we hear about Trump and Bin Salman. Now we've seen Trump do the capitulation tour. 2017, 2018. Yeah. But we've also seen, within all that, Bin Salman doing the Silicon Valley capitulation tour. Jack Dorsey,
without the clothing.
We think, long before Elon and Twitter, they already had control of all this. Look, I mean, people like Tom Hanks and all that, none of them have posted anything, have they? Do you remember when all the banners were changed on all these people's profiles?
I think it goes in waves though as well. I think you've got the capitulation tour that goes so far, and then the deep states tried to rear its ugly head again, and then it needs jumping on again. And I think if we look at how Trump's been playing the king, we'll see that. Anyway,
it's a way to show the people. You can't dump everything on the platter in one go. You have to show them.
Yeah,
you have to wait very, very carefully, because we're talking about humanity.
Exactly.
If you have a 9/11 event and then 10 times as worse, Cliff High has talked about this many a time. For the people that follow Cliff High, if you had a 9/11 event, what was far more worse and affecting a major city in America, like Sum of All Fears. We've all seen that movie about what city got blown up. It begins with a B, I think. Doesn't make any difference.
Baltimore.
Baltimore's.
Yeah.
And I mean, people will really go into a shock.
We're going into a lot of topics that are coming up later, and I'll say now that I think we're going to run out of time anyway from what I've got.
That's a few remarks I got as well, Charles. That the first episode was far too short.
Well, we can do lots of them.
But
the thing is,
well, look, I mean, this is only the second episode. We might have to go weekly if it's if you want to do that, guys.
Exactly. It's you, Stephen, who can't do the weekly.
I'd rather do bi-weekly and then a long one instead of every week, because I can't promise that I'll always be there every week.
My opinion is, often I look at things that people send me and I look at how long it goes on for. If it goes on for anything like 2 hours, I can't be bothered. It's too much.
Yep. So we don't watch us and Patriots Across the Pond then.
Well, I watch it on 1.75.
If the content is interesting, Charles, you can get people like the television works, like the Idiot Box works. If it's very interesting, you can get them engaged. They won't go. I mean,
let's crack on. Let's crack on then. So what I was going to say is, I've got 3 topics at the end of the show, if we got time, that we could choose one of, or the viewers could choose one of. Okay, so one of the topics is devolution, or continuity of government, or the hyphen, right? That's one topic.
The pause.
The pause. The other topic is Sum of All Fears. Yeah, great big scare event. Blah blah blah. Cuban Missile Crisis, Uranium One, all of that, and then the other one is Ingersoll Lockwood and Baron Trump. So those are 3 really interesting subjects that we could talk about for ages. So if people want to choose devolution, Sum of All Fears, or Ingersoll, choose. But
you know what it is, Charles? If you know what the topics are that you're going to talk about, you can prepare a bit, But it's just...
No, you know it. No, I've got photographs. Yes, you do.
I have. If I want to give a good analyzation or analysis on certain topics, I would like to, have the chance to, don't talk bullshit.
I sent it to you.
Right.
Oh yeah, did you? Yes. Didn't receive. You got the wrong email address.
Right. Moving on. Next picture. I think this is David Wilcox. Now, I never watched him. Don't know much about him.
Charles.
Yeah. Go on.
Can you just tell the people where you got this from? Because I know what it is, but the people, the audience,
can you? Because I don't know. It's the Great Awakening poster. Now, give us some information about this poster, because it's amazing.
Yeah, it's made by a company called the Deep State something, I thought the name was very curious.
No, I think you're thinking
No,
of
there's a
Dylan Lewis
name.
Monroe, which is a deep state mapping project, which is
Yes.
DSMP.io.
That is
now.
different.
He's actually changed his-
This is
But
the.
I didn't know if Dylan actually made this one. I know he's made secondary runs, but I'm not sure if he actually made this Great Awakening map. Don't quote me on that, but I think.
Well, everyone needs to have it because
Yeah.
it blows your mind. Everything's on it. I've always said I only know the bottom left corner of that map. I don't have enough brain capacity to go anywhere else. But I did notice that David Wilcox, is that 1111 next to David Wilcox, or is that just 1111?
Can you get your T-shirt? Can you blow it up a bit?
I don't know if that's possible.
Simon, can you blow
I don't think blowing up a bit came into the equation. You're only supposed to blow the doors off.
But this is a very interesting map, that, like you said, and everything's in there. It's unbelievable. It's like a road map.
Yeah. Do you think he's in witness protection?
David Wilcock? It wouldn't surprise me.
If I was going to put a bet on it, I don't think he's left us yet.
That's our game. That's our game later on. Instead of goodies or baddies, we're playing Dead or Alive. Okay, so hold that.
But how many researchers have disappeared in the last few years?
Yeah, exactly.
UFO scientists.
Yeah.
Well, there's 11 missing, isn't there?
Yeah. It's a big subject. Anyway, I'll just run through something else. I don't think I've even got a photograph for, but I mean, I thought it was amazing that the Southern Poverty Law Centre was exposed as funding and creating far-right terrorists. No, just organisations. You know, like the hilarious Patriot Front with their FBI chinos.
And it has international tentacles as well, eh?
It does have international tentacles, but I mean, this is what they do, isn't it? This is the Marxist kind of playbook. They provide the problem just because they want to introduce the solution. So,
but that's great.
Where are the far right racists? You know,
and one of the biggest things about that was the Trump line. Is it? I might butcher this. Very fine people on both sides.
Yeah,
has come out of that, hasn't it?
Yeah.
These people have been funding all the people they've been telling us, like white supremacists and all the sort of organisations. It's magic. Look, if you can't tell me that is being put into the narrative at perfect timing, I don't know what to say.
Well, I think we're going to get a lot of riots coming, and quite often the agitators and the policing turns a good protest into a riot, doesn't it? We've seen
always.
Yeah.
Every time in the Netherlands, it's all the same. It's getting worse now because we got all these migrant, what do you call it? Illegal aliens. You know, all these centres being planted in villages, and people are going mad here. It's terrible.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's the purpose, isn't it?
Yeah,
can I just say quickly as well that we've got our first Dutch comment in the chat. So, Stephen, if we get any of those, you're going to have to translate for us. Okay?
Where is it?
Third one up.
Let's have a look.
I think that's Dutch, isn't it?
Don't forget the comments in the chat because that's what's really going to trigger people to come back every episode. What's the author's name?
Robski81.
Robski. He says, I'm not too good at English, but I can understand it if you don't talk too quickly.
Oh, all right.
Thank you, Rob.
So,
great to have you here.
Also,
like the very scary, eerie music in the beginning. It's like a very, very slow version of Jaws, eh?
I think if everyone smokes a joint, we'll all slow down.
Alsjeblieft, Rob. Alsjeblieft.
Anyway, next image, because this is where things got really juicy. Yeah. Can't see that because it's gone fuzzy. My end. It might just be my.
Yeah, that has gone fuzzy.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is. It's basically the bloodlines were revealed that Donald Trump and King Charles are cousins, and Donald Trump, I think most of us knew this anyway, is a descendant of Scottish royalty, and probably more valid royalty than the Windsors or whoever they're called. And Trump's.
Simon, I've got a better image than this. I've just posted it.
Can you share it?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
There you go.
And Trump says something like that. Oh, that's nice. I've always wanted to live in Buckingham Palace, blah blah blah, which is lovely. So then we get the king coming to America, and if you can bring up the next picture, this just blew my mind. Not that one. Yeah, that one. It's still fuzzy, but never mind. The beekeeper. Now, one of the first things Trump did when Charles and whatever her name is turned up is they went to visit the bees in the White House gardens, and a bee landed on Trump's hand.
Or did it?
And apparently it did. Okay. And the White House put out this this post on X with the poster there, the beekeeper Trump. And if we go on to the next slide, we'll see it's pretty much identical to this film with I can't even read his name. What's his name again? His awful actor.
He's English.
Yeah, Jason Statham.
Yeah,
Jason Statham.
Where
obviously
just said, "Oh, I love him."
She's not English. So, and in the film, this guy basically kills all the baddies. But there's something much more interesting. That post by the White House was done at a specific time. And if you just move on to the next picture, please. Hopefully it's not too fuzzy. It was posted at 12:53.
Yeah.
And
why are these all fuzzy? Do you know?
I don't know. No, we need to try and sort it out.
You've all had too much to drink.
Yeah. I mean, I could start showing my screen, but that's going to get complicated.
They're clear coming to me. I'm not sure.
Yeah, right. Okay. So this is so the White House posted this at 12:53, and that's a time delta. And if we look at post 12:53, what it's got within it is actually information about. Wait a minute. Let me just try and get this picture up for myself. So Chuck Grassley. Now, there's plenty of posts that say trust Grassley. And Grassley's a wily old senator from Idaho or somewhere like that, and we know that he's done quite a few comms, normally about corn. But anyway, this here is saying that the other thing to note is this is an exact 8-year delta, April the 23rd. So when the White House posted that, it leads us to this post, which is an exact 8-year delta. And it talks about a Grassley basically delivering information to the DOJ about fetal tissue in vaccines or whatever. But actually the same day, or maybe the day before, Grassley produced a report which he gave to the DOJ, which is all about uranium-1. And as we know, uranium-1 implicates Obama and Hillary Clinton selling enriched uranium directly to the biggest enemy, which is obviously the worst kind of case of treason. This is really big news, and this is going to come out, which we knew it was going to come out, and obviously with the what's going on in Iran and Trump talking about getting hold of the dust, they're going to find the isotopes that are going to prove that actually they've got the same enriched uranium that Hillary Clinton sold them. So if you can go back to that 2 shots before where Trump and There you go. It's really, really fuzzy though. But anyway, now I didn't know this until yesterday, so I had to quickly add some stuff in. But are we witnessing succession here? Because there is a ritual called the Royal Beekeeper Ritual that when a monarch, a UK monarch or a British monarch dies and is replaced by a successor, the beekeeper has to tell the bees. And when Queen Elizabeth died, the beekeeper held this ritual and told the bees to accept the king as the new king.
Yeah.
And this is just too much of a coincidence.
This
is what's happening here.
I've got a video about what you're talking about now, Charles. I've put it in the waiting room for Simon to show. It's this one.
I love it. I love it.
Let me just say, because I'm on a laptop here, I'm not in my usual studio. I can't be doing any of that sharing the stuff at the moment. So, but let me just say one thing: if all this is linked, right, the Jason Statham film, The Beekeeper, this ceremony, do you really think a bee kind of landed in Trump's hand?
Well, do you really believe?
Do you think Trump had a little bee with a MAGA hat on in his pocket?
Do you believe a fly landed on Mike Pence's head?
No, and Obama. One on Obama.
But then sometimes we do. You know, when we're confronted with sort of strange things like Ingersoll, Lockwood, and sort of time travel and stuff like that, we do kind of start to believe things that are out of this world. So I'm open. But it was fantastic. It was fantastic, and that symbolism there, along with, and I will have to play. I'm going to share my screen now and see if I can play something. I'm getting quite good at this, actually.
You could be better though.
Well, can you not see it?
Not yet. No.
Stop it.
There we are.
There we are. Now, if I enlarge that and play this.
We can't hear anything, Charles.
Yeah, there's no sound on that, and it's a bit stuttery.
No sound?
No. Simon!
No sound?
Simon!
Oh, never mind. Well, what it was the British military playing YMCA for Trump.
Yeah, that was when Trump. YMCA that was when Trump was in the UK, wasn't it?
That was a while back. Yeah.
Yes, and that was when Trump made his second. Let me just stop sharing, by the way. That was when Trump made his second state visit, and basically the amount of pomp and ceremony was just out of this world. And Trump had to say in his speech, "Look, this is my second visit, and I hope I don't have to do it again." And it was basically, prodding our king. It was more capitulation, but I when I saw that happen when they played YMCA, it was just one of the funniest things I've seen.
Two things here, Charles. When Charles Sausage Fingers was there with Trump, the special band, it's called the President's Own, and I recognise that straight away. They played Liberty Fanfare, and if Simon will just show that, it's called Liberty. You can see that there. It's a very small clip. Because I recognise that straight away, because I've conducted that piece several times. It's by John Williams, Liberty Fanfare, and it's very coincidence that it's played when these jets fly over.
Well, did you see the soldiers, the gear they're all wearing? That was the I don't know what they're called, but the 1776 soldiers that defeated the British, right?
Yeah. Have you got that video there? I've got that video here. If you want to see, if you want to show it,
sure.
Yeah.
Have a look, Charles. Here we are, Simon. I love that. Yeah.
It won't take long to get that right.
The symbolism is off the charts.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Is it the Revolutionary Guard? I was trying to think of that. Is
Probably,
that right?
yeah. But I think we've just witnessed something massive, really.
I'm just watching another little part of a massive movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, Charles. If Simon's there still in the production room, Melania, she's got your book, I think. Charles. She's reading your book.
I did one of those myself, actually.
Maybe that is your book. She's got her own personal cover on it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a different cover. It's definitely a different cover. Yeah. So what I wanted to do also is what we spoke about last week, 2 weeks ago. We were saying, if we read the drop, so do the enemy, and people say, oh, well, if you know what's going on, they know what's going on. And
disinformation is real and distractions are necessary, something like that. Q says that several times.
Yeah. Can you show the next picture, please? I've gone completely out of sync here. So if you just scroll through, and again, yeah. I mean, I don't know if we can see that, but I believe it's not a real photograph, to be honest. But you get the message. You've got a military guy there. Those are all the Q drops on the wall. Hillary Clinton's looking at them. But essentially, future proves past is what makes this Q operation work, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the 2018 drops they're just all playing out. There's so much information in those drops to what's happening now 8 years later.
Yeah, and this is it. We don't, until an event or a com happens or somebody sends a proof or what have you. We don't really. I mean, if you can get the next slide up, please, Simon. Who would know? Oh God, I can't see that. That's awful.
What drop is it? I'll copy it.
429, is it? No, I can't even see the number.
Yeah,
Simon, what number is it?
621.
621. All right, I'll just copy that and paste it in, put it in the thingy bob. Let's have a look. Screenshot. 621.
So it basically says, nobody is sleeping tonight. Let that sink in. Now, there's no way anyone would know what that was going to mean in the future. And if you move on to the next picture,
you got a picture of Elon walking into Twitter?
Yeah, exactly. So you can't really say that just because we delve into these drops at the time, we know what's going to come, what's going to happen. It's not predictive. It's not prophecies. A lot of us did make that mistake, though, didn't we? We sort of, you can't help yourself. You think you know what something means, and then unfortunately you say it, and then people never let you forget that.
It's how you interpret these Q drops as well. It's a kind of logbook as well. It's a kind of diary that they're just rolling out. Yeah, that's why future proves past.
Yeah, exactly. If we get the next slide up, please, and if you can't see it, no, let's go on to the next one. I'm going to share my screen. Wait a minute.
Yeah, you'll have to do something about that for the next show because no one can see any of those.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It was working earlier. Right. Hopefully you'll see this. Can you?
That's much better.
No, it's not that. It's not that one though. It's my screen that I'm sharing.
That's the one I've just posted.
Is that the one Stephen put in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, that's perfect quality.
That's it. So
there you go. Yeah, that's much better if you can zoom in.
That's perfect. Right.
Very good.
So this is Q telling us really how we should be using Q, right? Patriots, be cautious in your interpretations of info posted. False expectations based on speculation will only weaponize those who attack us. Now, how true is that? I think we've all been a little bit guilty of sort of saying, this is going to happen, and maybe we've sort of given dates, which you should never ever do. But of course, they will use that to discredit. But it basically says here, future proves past, and that's essentially how Q works, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's something happens.
We all date fagging, we're all trying to make predictions and stuff like that. But it hasn't worked like that. It is future proves past. So that when things are happening now, we can look back, see the deltas and all these correlations and stuff. And, Q might not have posted for over 3 years, but Flynn, Trump, Foxconns, all these things we are constantly seeing coming at us. And, how much stuff are we missing as well? Is the other thing.
I think it's all controlled by a super AI. That's beneficial,
benevolent,
benevolent, and good in the good hands with the right hands. This is all. If we think Trump's sitting behind his with mobile phone on X all day or to social Twitter. No, it's not. It's Trump has got other fish to fry, but it's all AI control, if you ask me.
Well, people think Trump's doing all of this. He's waking up in the morning and he's suddenly deciding to do this. It's unbelievable what people think.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and just share all the rest of these myself, because what I wanted to do, because I think our aim was to try and sort of help people who are new to this to sort of understand kind of how it works. And so I've got some examples here of comms, proofs, deltas, markers, and how they all work. So I'm going to share my screen again, and I'll just have to sort of muddle through this, I think.
I'll just say, when I came over to America, I did bring my beard trimmer with me, but my my American plug 2-pinner doesn't work, so I bought a 3-pin American plug, and that doesn't work either.
Oh, no excuses, no excuses.
There's no way I'm having a clean shave, so it's just getting longer and longer. And I'm going through the itchy stage at the moment.
Lisa just likes beard. Just come out and say it.
Well, fella George has got one. That's all right.
Right. This is a great example here. Simon, I might just reveal our background system, because I'm going to have to just keep sort of bringing up the pictures, but it doesn't matter. Here's a great one. So this here, in black, this is what people have got to know. Generally in black, this is a message from another poster, another anon, and quite often they ask questions. And here it talks about Iran next. It's referring to a previous post, but Iran. This is after North Korea, and it's saying it's a tougher nut to crack. Q team. I hope your negotiations with Mahmoud are going well. Who was
Ahmadinejad, is that?
Quite high up in the Iranian government.
Wasn't he the president or prime minister for a while. Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, I think.
Before the Great Purge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The answer is resolved by 11/11. We've got an 11/11 theme running tonight. Okay. Then what? Let me just. This then came within minutes, I believe, after that question. Trump posts on X, Chinese President Xi Jinping, with a spelling mistake. If you know your Roman numerals,
yeah,
basically this is 11/11 here, and then we get very soon after. It's been noticed. It's been corrected. Okay, Donald Trump posted something. It's been corrected. It doesn't say 11/11 anymore, and now it says 11 JI or Xi Jinping. It's been corrected.
The attention. It's to fix the attention.
Well, never. Yeah, exactly. But this is a comm. This is a direct comm. This is direct communication between the 4chan guys, the anons on 4chan, and a clear answer here 11/11. Okay. So, and now I'm going to show let's see this. No, oh God, no thanks. Now I'm going to show a proof. So this drop here, 2018, POTUS, President of the United States of America, meeting Putin. You can see I've got 11/11 theme going on 11/11. Now, what are the odds of that?
That was last year.
Okay. It was last year. It was last year because this happened last year.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, they shook hands. They met exactly. They shook hands at exactly 11/11. Now, for me, they did this on purpose. Okay, as a proof. Basically, let's see what order I'm in. I'm not in that one.
Well, that clip there was also in the 3-minute 40-second video that General Flynn put out.
Yeah, so it had a lot of exposure, right? That clip. So now, if you go back and you see POTUS meeting Putin on the stroke of 11/11. Now, what are the odds of that? And that's really just a brilliant proof. Brilliant.
Was it also to show us that Putin and Trump are working together?
Yeah, absolutely, because this was all about Ukraine and Russia, wasn't it? And it completely excluded our blithering idiots and the rest of the EU. It was beautiful. But
Q drop 140.
Aye?
Q drop 140.
Explain.
What if China and Russia are working with POTUS?
Yeah. If we mention things like that, it will explain it. Yeah, but exactly. Of course they are. Putin, Trump, and Xi are allies. Absolutely. Now then, so we did that one. Did I do that one? Okay, this is great. Love this. So this is an example of a comm using spelling mistakes. And Trump never makes spelling mistakes, including coffee, and there's quite a few drops that say spelling matters or something along those lines, isn't it? Here, if Iran shots and violently kills peaceful protesters, obviously it should be shoots. So he's missed out an O.
Go.
It's go. It's
Kill
go.
buckets.
Now, when did this happen? So there's the O. So what you do is, if you see a spelling mistake, where's that coming from? The birds.
Outside.
I'm here. Is it you? I'm hearing birds.
Yeah, outside. It's my pet.
I'm hearing crows or something.
It's
Anyway,
right.
if you see a spelling mistake,
Good microphone.
It is. If you see a spelling mistake, try putting in the search square brackets with the missing or extra letter. See if something crops up. This is go because there's the G there. And when was this? When was the precursor to that? When was this? This was the day before they got Maduro from Venezuela. So that was go. That was a definite go. It was beautiful. We knew then. Okay, now it's going kinetic because up until that point, it's been a information war, hasn't it? Really, no real action, but go signified action.
I've got a question here, Charles. From,
go.
From one of our Dutch audience followers. Here in the Netherlands, even with the awakened movement, there is still and perhaps growing division over whether Trump's intentions are genuine. Yeah. What's the situation like in America? Would you know English guys? I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I know. This is why I wrote the book. Exactly why I wrote my book, because the truthers of, I was one of sort of like, in chat groups or whatever, or we'd meet up, hundreds, but I seem to be the only one who was saying, actually, there's something good happening. There's a white hat operation. There's something called Q. And,
but I mean, also, a lot of these people have been following Q, but they've been coming away from Q. Because this is blackpilling, dooming and glooming, panicans, and people that follow.
Where are the arrests?
This clickbait. But there's many people out there putting clickbait out, and people will forget what's happened in 8 years when they see a 1 minute video.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a section called "Why No Arrests," and I think people don't realise that this operation is absolutely flying by. It's supersonic.
But it's also Charles. It's also filtering out the real true believers, and the people that have real faith in the operation. And the people,
I think it's just understanding. I don't think it's about faith. I think if you understand it, it's not. It's not a belief thing.
That's exactly what you're saying. If you understand the Q board, if you understand what's going on there, you won't lose faith. But there's so many people jumping off the bandwagon that haven't even researched Q. If you haven't done your homework into Cuba, you will not understand what Trump is doing now at the moment.
Well, this is it. I tried to write it for them in a succinct way, but they won't read it anyway.
Brilliant book.
Oh, bless you.
Order Charles's book. Nothing will stop what's coming.
Listen, you can get it for free. You can get the PDF version for free if you just go on my website, and you'll find a link to it, and you can get it for free. Or I think 1 cent or 1 pence. But am I still sharing my screen or not?
No, not yet. But
no, you're not at the moment. You are now,
banner, Charles.
Okay.
Have you got a banner from the bottom to scroll past where people can find your book?
Oh, don't worry about that. We'll talk about that later. Okay. They've only got to go to my website, charlesfoxtrot.com. This is the one.
Let me just tell you quickly.
Yes, please.
Elisa's 2 gardeners have turned up. They're normally here when I'm in England. I can hear it going on in the background, but they might as well be driving around the garden with a combine harvester at the moment. It's that noisy, so I'm muting myself in and out. But look, that is 4414.
Okay. Well, yes, and this was the one that ends up with Castle Rock, but and these are the red lines, and we can talk through a lot of them. Obviously, POTUS was removed from Twitter. There has been several central communication blackout. I mean, that could apply to quite a few things. Where are we? The movement of military assets. That's when they've. That's to do with the
EBS.
with the military, the EBS, and also the National Guard, and also the declaration, insurrection, blah 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 blah. And then there's the National Military Com, which was basically a centralised base, I think, that's set up for military. And then Secretary of Defence. Remember when he had all of those generals who were reluctantly there because they were all, they were all fake they were all kind of DEI generals, weren't they? in dresses and makeup and what have you. But anyway, you know, you got your TV generals and your real ones.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's meant to be a lot of TV. Trump's talked about 200 good generals behind him, and there was 800 generals from all around the world. Wasn't that meeting with Hegseth?
And very soon after that meeting, we had two things happen. We had, I'm trying to remember her name. Rob Reiner was murdered, supposedly. His company is called Castle Rock. His film studio is a Castle Rock. And then we had, at the same day, I think, Trump pardoned Tina Peters, who was incarcerated for, I think, talking about the 2020 elections. And I think she was like I don't know what position, high up in sort of local government in wherever, Arizona
or Colorado.
Yeah.
Is she still in jail? Is she still in jail?
Yes, she is, even though she's been pardoned, because it's a blue state, and they, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Point being, the town where she made that speech that got her incarcerated was called Castle Rock.
Not a coincidence.
No. Let's just see where we are now, and then just a couple more spelling mistakes here. Trump spells stolen so many times. I don't know if he's talking about apple pie or not, but
yeah.
But there's an extra L there, and this one is quite a common one, but it's basically let the D class begin. And quite often when he puts out a message and he's misspelt stolen, we see a big dump.
Just for the audience, Charles, can you go back one slide?
Sure.
Because no, the other one. No, you were
the other one.
No, you were showing a website or something with decoding or something like it.
D class.
No. Because people are seeing what you're doing, but they can't place it. No, it wasn't a slide. It was
on your bridge, Simon, I think.
Oh no, that's not for people to see, but because I'm having to share my screen, people are going to see it. So this thing.
Tell us what this is, because
this is this is something that Simon's put together. It's fantastic, but it's not really what I wanted to show. So let's move on quickly. Okay, quickly. Now then, what's not a com? Okay. I don't know if you agree, but I'm seeing lots of people, say today's Delta, and they'll put up a com that matches the date, and it has no relevance whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that, Simon? Stu, or are you muted?
I can't read this. It's too small.
Yeah, it's too small, that is.
Yeah, I'm just giving you an example. So you agree, Stu, that you're seeing lots of comms that aren't really comms. People are putting up today's Delta, and there's no relevance really.
It might be in 2027 that it might be relevant in next year.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, we need to be a little bit careful as to what we say is a com.
Yeah. I mean, look, there's loads of decoders that put loads of stuff up with arrows going here and up there.
Well,
relating to this.
You're preempting my next slide.
However,
there are a lot of very good decoders as well, and let's not forget that.
Yes.
However, right,
excellent.
General Flynn made a post, and I can't remember what it said. It was something about I'd like to be the arresting officer, or I'd like to. Something to do with arrests, right? And he posted that at 2:09, which is 1809 military time.
Military time.
Look at Key Drop 1809. It is all the sealed indictments. Now that is a com.
Yeah. Oh, mate, there's loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of comms. That's what it's all about. But I think the point I'm making is I've shown lots of comms and deltas and proofs and what have you, and now I'm just sort of saying how we've got to be a little bit careful. So,
discernment is key.
Yeah, so for example, I've seen this. People have come up with a series of numbers that they've seen somewhere, and then they'll type those numbers in to maybe, Q alerts or whatever, and then what comes up quite often is a series of numbers that are just within a Twitter post, completely irrelevant. I've seen that, and I've also seen people see a word like sun, and they've typed that in. And actually, what it comes up as a Sunday, and it's just these are just sort of quirky things that we just need to be careful about, and also just to again point out that anything in the black box here is generally to do with another anon.
You will only ever see me posting absolute bangers.
it's listen, guys. It's an enigma, and they've made it an enigma to decipher. So difficult, because if we could all decipher this exactly how it's a roadmap, and if it was so easy to decode, the enemy could easily decode it, and that's what we don't want. I mean, this is so ingenious, and there's terrific, excellent. I could name a few now, but I'm not going to name anybody because I might forget somebody, and I don't want to forget anybody. But there's so many good decoders, and they all have a different view and a different analysis. But it doesn't have to say that one's right and that one's wrong and that one's wrong. It's all leading to the same destination, and that makes it so interesting to follow. And can you imagine? There's a lot of people out there. They call themselves awake and aware, and they haven't sniffed on this Q movement.
Yeah.
No, and you don't know what you don't know, and that's the point of Q as well. It's taught us so much that we wouldn't.
But it's got us all engaged, hasn't it? He's got all.
Who are all the bad players? Who's connected to who? Blah blah blah. But I think I'll just share this screen, and you'll know who this is. And obviously, he's absolutely brilliant and a genius. And all the rest of it, but sometimes,
who was that? Didn't see anything there.
Has it come up yet? Nope. Sometimes things can be a little bit too complicated.
What are we looking at here, Charles?
Exactly.
They're the Dutch
exactly.
Guys, it's that grasshopper, isn't it?
Yeah. I didn't want to name names. But
I will.
I know that.
But I mean, I don't think it's designed to be this complex or this complicated, personally. But I just thought I'd show that because I could look at that all day and have no kin idea what.
Did you just quickly? Did you ever watch Magic Eyes Cronley doing a lot of the decoding and stuff? That was very, very intense and interesting.
No.
He is he's good grasshopper. He's one of the best. Yes. I mean LT mentions in nearly every episode. LT.
Yeah, absolutely. I've only got enough room in my head really to do so much. I just tend to listen to Dave at X22. I think he covers everything for me. I think he's brilliant. He's kept me sane for 6-7 years. Yeah. But there's so much out there.
I start my day with X22 every day because I can listen to X22 and I don't have to listen to it. Certain words come up and I'll pay attention because I'm going through all my Telegram when that's going on. Then I'll listen to Josh Reed, Daily Dose, whatever, and a few other things, Q After Hours and all these things. But generally, most evenings, I do like to watch Dave and Rambo and the gang because they've got so many people coming in, Abs and Stormy. I mean, you've got a collective there that is Patriots are in control, guys.
I think the whole point of this show, particularly, is to have a UK perspective.
Exactly.
And right now, London or the deep state of the head of the snake is really getting it. And I think this is the focus of the whole operation right now. I mean, I know there's this kind of saving Israel for last, but I think London's got to be dealt with
Well, if of course, when they
Same thing.
mentioned Israel for last, they were actually talking about that little
Same
country
thing.
over there, or were they talking about certain parts of the USA? Were
No,
they talking
exactly.
about control of England?
Yeah. Who knows? Shall we? Are there any questions or comments? Or shall we have a look through some things that maybe?
Yeah, I'm having a lovely time here in the USA, Laurie. Sunshine 88, absolutely amazing. Going home tomorrow, and I can't wait to come back. Really, but
well,
I mean,
what happens?
This is very significant. I've just planted a short video in the waiting room, Simon. If you could just show, this is very significant, and he's done this many a time, eh?
He made a great speech. I was very jealous.
I mean, we know the image of Evelyn the Rothschild pricking pointing his finger in Charles's.
Yeah.
You know that one, and we've got this one as well.
Well, there was. Have you seen the comms about Melania's dress as well that are all started coming out?
I've got one here as well, yeah. But I've put an image in the waiting room with, if Simon will just show that.
Well, Trump also jumped straight in front of them, didn't he, and started shaking hands with his own guests, which was a sure sign of who's in charge.
Yeah, look at this one. This is Queen Maxima and King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands. You know, he's got this pointing his finger, and we've got this one as well with Charles pointing his finger. It's very.
Remember that? Pedo Epstein.
Yeah, we know that as well. Yeah, so it's very, very telling, I think. What's going on there?
Ingersoll Lockwood, somebody said. I don't know. Yeah. I can't see them all, so I mean, if you see anything that you'd want to answer, let us know. I think in 2 weeks' time we're going to have a completely new system, so there's not going to be blurry pictures, and I think everything's going to run much smoother. But
yeah, this is all the work.
I quite like chaos. I like it. It's great.
Well, this is great, this show, you see, because I can just turn up and waffle on. I'm not doing any production. I'm sitting here, which is great. It's good.
It's wonderful. You know, I can just sit back and just you do that.
Okay, let's.
I'm always normally the one doing all the knobs, like you said at the beginning.
Yes,
same.
I wasn't expecting to be twiddling knobs, but it's good fun. So, shall we finish off by talking about either Sum of All Fears, Ingersoll Lockwood, or Devolution? Has anybody stated any preference in somebody said about Ingersoll Lockwood? Shall we talk about that?
Are you giving the people in the chat the
I was,
the
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
All you guys.
You could say, well, Ingersoll Lockwood type of 1, Sum of All Fears type of 2, something like that, you know, and just make it a
Well, at the start, you probably weren't listening, Stephen, but I did say either type, Devolution, Sum of All Fears, or Ingersoll. I can see one person's mentioned.
Before somebody's typed Sum of All Fears, you know, it might take a half a minute, but 1 or 2 or 3 is very quick, you know. Tick.
What do you want to do?
Well, I'll talk about any of them. Whatever you want to talk about, that's fine with me.
Let's do Sum of All Fears. Because
I don't want to talk about that one, though.
Well, you're going to. But
Yeah,
I'll have
fine.
to find it on the old... I have to bring it up. Let me bring it up.
Now, Sum of All Fears has been mentioned in the Q drops on multiple occasions, hasn't it? And this is a film. We have Morgan Freeman in it and
Ben
Affleck, and it was all about basically a nuclear event at a football stadium, and at the end, they basically took out all the deep state swamp creatures. At the end of it.
It was a nuclear weapon.
It
went missing, a nuclear weapon, and they found it in the desert.
Yes,
and it was
in the Yom Kippur War.
It was sold in the black market. Yeah.
Yes, and so essentially, like it's its nuclear material had got into the hands of a like a Bond villain, like let's say like a Klaus Schwab or whatever, who intended to set off a false flag event to trigger basically the Americans and the Russians to annihilate each other. And it wasn't a missile. It was they put this material in a drinks dispenser in the Baltimore Stadium or whatever, and it exploded. And of course, the natural reaction for the American, I was going to say prime minister,
president.
That's it. Is to hit the nuclear button and retaliate. But they Ben Affleck just realised that it was a deep state false flag move, and he quickly got some material to show that it had traced back to a rogue actor, and that's the scenario that that is mentioned a lot in the drops, as is. So here's drop 1306, and it talks about sum of all fears. And I mean, if you look through, there's a lot about Iran and Syria and all kinds of things. But U1, uranium-1, where did the material end up? There's also...
What's the date of that drop?
18. April. Oh, today.
That's a delta today.
Well.
Oh, does that mean we're going to be getting a nuclear false flag?
Well, we all need the scare necessary event.
We do, and this is it. We do need this scare necessary effect.
All that is being brought into the spotlight. You've got Hillary being brought into it. The uranium, Trump talking about we're going in to get the dust. It's all coming in.
James Comey and the handler of Anthony Fauci getting indicted.
Yes, and this is the thing. I mean, there's no point. People don't realize when they talk about why there's no arrest. They don't realize that actually there's probably thousands of sealed indictments already sitting there waiting to go.
I think thousands of people have been arrested already.
Yeah, there's loads of grand juries being set up, and they also want to try and use Comey with this 8647. Obviously, there's much more that he's involved in, much more. But until the midterms, the entire U.S. judiciary is corrupt as hell, and they've tried a few things, and like in England, it's completely corrupt.
There's a good chance Comey flipped a long time ago.
Sorry, Steve?
I said there's a good chance Comey flipped a long time ago.
Yeah. But you can't tell them. You have to show them. You have to show how corrupt the different SCOTUSes are, or the different Supreme Courts in every state. They're all corrupt.
So this scare necessary event, along with some of all fears scenario, there's also China and Taiwan as well, which is something that needs to probably come into the picture, I think, from reading stuff. But we're also going to be facing like a Cuban Missile Crisis scenario, which I think is probably more of the scare event to take people to their precipice, right? And it's Cuban Missile Crisis times 10,000 probably. I think that personally, this is just, I don't know what you think. You probably got your own views, but I think this scenario with the sum of all fears is probably more about U1, probably more about getting the dust and rather than an actual
kinetic
nuclear explosion.
Yeah.
Personally. So
they might do something, Charles, with blue beam. You never know, eh?
Well, yeah, there is that whole alien thing to come, but that's going back to that chart.
not exactly alien, but you can also blue beam a nuclear attack. Eh?
Oh, of course you
can. I mean, if you look at the Artemis, the rocket, it's all holograms. It's holograms. I mean, that rocket just lands in the Bermuda Triangle, and that's it. But the rest is all holograms. When you look at it moving and you know, departing from the platform, so they can. I mean, blue beam goes far further than just aliens. They can do dolphins and lions in the sky, and it's unbelievable what they can do. I've got tons of short videos of blue beam.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got some amazing videos of dragons flying about, and you know, we've all seen those things of, you know, that whale coming out the gym floor, and whales flying around in stadiums and stuff.
Yeah.
It's amazing what they can do. But let me just ask you, do you think? I mean, there's a lot of us discussed that we need a scare event to wake the rest of these people up, because you can talk to them about child trafficking and anything like that, and they're not bothered. They're looking the other way. So you've got to potentially hit these people in the pockets with the banking collapse and all this sort of stuff. But are the White Hats going to, Patriots in control, do something that's so detrimental to the awakening, or are they going to sort of like softball it out? If they've got full control now, are we going to see something like that? Or potentially, because they've now got the full control, we will not see this massive scare event, but something has got to happen to push these people to the precipice to wake them up.
Yeah, but are we going to get the big reveal in the big disclosure? You know, I like we spoke about before. You know, I think this year with the World Cup and with the 250 celebrations and everything, kind of get the feeling it needs to be done before then.
No, I think it's going to go a totally different way. I mean, you're talking about are the Olympics this year as well?
No, I don't believe so. Are they?
Yeah. No, Stu. Yeah,
I'm not sure.
They're in 2 years. I don't think they happen at the same time.
You've got the World Cup soccer. You've got the World Cup soccer. You've got the 250 years independence. There was another big event as well that Trump got as well.
But also, there's the disclosure film. There's the Spielberg disclosure.
Not just that, but what I'm getting at. These are events that are going to attract very, very big, large media coverage. And we've seen the movie V for Vendetta. The idiot box plays a main role there. A main role. So I think something's going to happen during a live event, which millions of people are going to be watching at the same time.
Yeah, I totally agree. But I still think it's going to end up in a big celebration. Yes, this is just my own personal opinion. It could.
When are you going to celebrate? When we get liberated, that's when you're going to get celebration. But there will have to be something massive happen beforehand, and that's what you're getting about, I think.
Yeah. Go on.
Can I just say something quickly? Did I mention this at 120 days when we were on 2 weeks ago to you two, or not?
I don't think so.
Right. Okay. Let me just go through this very quickly, because a lot of people think, Nasara's real, Jasara, Trumpsara, whatever you want to call it. Now, I was talking to Elisa and BB McGuire, and we were basically saying that if we're going to see these celebrations start on July the 4th, so much has got to happen in the next couple of months before that. But what if we're seeing D-Class in the run up until that, and then on July the 4th, maybe we might get some big announcement. Now, in Nasara, one of those 20 points, it said from whether it's been done in the background or we're seeing parts of it all, unroll all the time. One of the 20 points was if Nasara is announced publicly, they will, from that date, you will get 120 days and you will have to pull new and fair elections. Now, July the 4th to November the 3rd, midterms, the days between those two dates is at exactly 120 days. So, are we going to see D-Class, some big announcement on July the 4th, which will then give us 4 months of EBSs coming out and D-Class and all these sorts of things. Yeah. So by the time we get to November the 3rd, we will potentially have the freest and fairest elections we've ever seen, because everyone will be aware then of what's been going on and what's happened.
Yeah.
How would it be, you guys, if JFK Jr. would appear on the 4th of July?
I would absolutely love it. Now, I've talked, I've discussed this with Dave Newstrees and stuff, and it's, how would that change it if JFK Jr. appeared in this awakening of things? And we all discussed this. But if Trump was to walk out with JFK Jr., whether that's in the White House press room or whatever, and they basically said, this is what we've been doing, it would completely validate Q, right? This is a worldwide military operation. This would wake up thousands of people who deny it, turn people onto everyone in the media that's been trying to denounce it, call us all nutters and these things. That would be so special for me.
Well, this is what I think. This is what I think the Spielberg movie might be. Part of
12th of June, eh? 12th of June.
Anyway,
sorry, just tell me, what's the Spielberg movie?
Disclosure dates on the 12th of June.
I'll just call Disclosure. Right, yes. Disclosure. I mean, the trailers. It looks like it's all about aliens, but I'm not so sure. I think it might be what you're talking about.
Let me just tell you something quickly. JFK Jr. has been put in the spotlight a lot again lately, especially with that love story that's come out. 8-9 parts it is, but the pilot in that certainly looks like JFK Jr. making a cameo role. And the picture you put up earlier, Charles, of Trump standing there as the healer, the person laying down in that bed, certainly looks like JFK Jr. as well.
Well, that brings me on to the Dead or Alive game before we finish. So we're not going to agree on all of this, but I think confirmation bias is going to win the argument with all of this.
The whole point that we don't agree on certain things makes this movement go forward more, and we're all digging, and we're all.
We've all got our own little internal feelings.
If we all sat on Telegram all day, just agreeing with each other, it wouldn't push the movement forward, would it?
Not at all. So without further ado, yes. Well, it's not a quiz. You just put your thumb up if they're alive, and you put your thumb down if they're dead.
The Emperor.
And there's no middle ground like he's in Gitmo, alive or dead. And I'm talking about the original. If you think that there's various versions, that's the intro music because Simon didn't make one. So Charlie Kirk. 1, 2, 3. Right.
He's in Valhalla.
Yeah.
Valhalla. I found Valhalla is a small district in New York.
Oh, wow.
Well, there's quite a few Valhallas, isn't there? Yeah. Because, when we heard about, was it Goat Island or something like that? In New Zealand, there's a little Valhalla place near that as well.
Yeah. But I read something about Valhalla in New York. It's got some significance, but I can't remember. Okay. Jeffrey Epstein, alive or dead? Yeah. I mean, we might be appearing insensitive here, but this is just our gut feelings about things, okay? David,
look, if anyone has passed away, right, we are manifesting positivity here. We want all these people to come back out of the smoke and say we've been playing this part to win this war for humanity, right? But if they are passed away, our hearts go out to everyone involved. Everyone knows that.
Yes, we're not trivializing things really, but I mean, we know we're living in a world of this is all about deception. All of this is all about deception, isn't it?
So you're going to say David Wilcock now, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, right. Hillary Clinton. So we think she's still alive? No. Dead.
No.
Sorry, I went wrong. I actually think that.
Really?
Move on. Yeah, I do. I've got my reasons.
Okay.
Joe Biden.
The original one is gone.
Yeah.
Long gone.
Yeah.
I believe so as well, yeah.
John McAfee. Do you think we're just sort of? Do you think this is just confirmation bias that those that we want to be alive, we're just saying?
No. I think this is research because none of us have scripted any of this, and our thumbs are going the same way. So
Michael Jackson.
Dave.
Dave, yeah, I came across a picture.
You want
of
to
Dave.
talk to anyone about that? You talk to Rambo. He's done some massive digs on Michael
Yes, I
Jackson.
know. Yeah.
I've got a fantastic clip of Michael Jackson. It's unbelievable.
What, to hand now, or
if you give me a minute's time to find it?
Well, you can find it. We'll move on with a few more names.
Okay.
Princess Diana or Lady Diana?
Well, this is. I do hope so.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Trump ends up being King of England,
and he's already married to Diana,
and William?
Sorry, William.
William? Who's William's dad? I don't know.
No, that ain't Trump.
That's too far. No.
Not with that elongated bald head of his.
No. That's well. See, I wanted to play goody or baddie, but I can't do that. Okay, Klaus Schwab, is he alive or is he dead?
Oh,
come on, Stu.
I'm gonna go. He's alive and in Guantanamo Bay.
He's alive and he's in pain.
That way. Yeah. Can we edit that one out? And
no, it's too late now. Final one, JFK Jr. There you go. Two thumbs. Two thumbs doesn't make it happen.
No, I think he is. I've seen enough. I've got this one video I've got of someone walking down the White House lawn, and Trump's walking on Marine One, and the two people walk down either. And it looks to me like JFK Jr. and Caroline, and the reporters are going, John. And if you haven't seen that, I'll find it and send it to you. I don't even know if I've got it on this computer. I don't think I have. No, because I haven't tried. I haven't. No, I've bought a new laptop out here because it's cost me £1,500 less. But it's all Americanized, so all the dates are around the wrong way. So I haven't put too much stuff on it on my hard drive. Because when I get back to England, I'm going to strip it all down and reinstall everything English-wise.
That's because you're a techie.
Different plugs as well, Stu. Different plugs.
Well, yeah, I thought he was a techie, and you got the
different voltages. I've just put this clip of Michael Jackson.
That's perfect.
Okay.
That's perfect. All right. That'll be the one.
Love it.
It just shows you how advanced they are.
So that is Michael Jackson, then, yeah.
All right. Let's see. Give it to me. Word. Stan. No, show me the. Say hi to the camera. Stan Winston, ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Hi. One of my best friends, Mr. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson.
Mental.
And Stan Winston. I don't think so. I just wanted to say hello, and we're shooting this important piece. Don't miss it. And
You're stuck on those feet.
No, it's very important, and it's a new short film. Shh, quiet. Here comes Stan. Quiet.
That's mental.
Can I just say that?
Just shows you how advanced they are. Huh? And that was when he was alive.
Two things to that. Number one, I've never seen that clip before. Nice one, Stephen. And number two, there's two people we have heard about throughout this movement that love to act and love to dress up. And those two people are MJ and JFK Jr.
Yeah.
On that note, I'm going to wind down now. So thanks so much for both of you.
Thank you.
From Holland and America. Say hi to. Did you get them all watching? Do I say hi to Derek?
No, I don't. No, there's a few people in there. Ellen's been in the chat, and I know a few others are watching the stuff. But yeah,
brilliant. Okay, well, so thanks very much, and thanks to Simon in the background. Did a great job. So we'll be back again in 2 weeks' time. There's a ton of stuff we didn't talk about that we were going to talk about. A few glitches. I love a glitch. And next time, I think it's going to be better in that sense. But we'll see you all then. So
where we go, when we go all.
Well, we do, yes. And stay on for 2 minutes afterwards. If you
I'm not going anywhere.
Bye.
See you, James.